What is going on, Governors? Chisgule here, and today we're going to review our Rise of Kingdoms yearbook by popular request. Holy moly, we got so many messages about this. If you like Rise of Kingdoms videos where we walk through the latest events in the game, you should like and subscribe because we do that regularly. And we are a sponsored creator with Rise of Kingdoms. Now we're going to show our yearbook, and then we're going to show the yearbook of a Kraken. King of Armenia has sent me screenshots of some of his yearbook, and we'll compare some of our stats to his stats, and hopefully y'all find that entertaining, because I got a lot of requests for that too. So, without further ado, let's open up our yearbook. Our year of Rise of Kingdoms gameplay, and we have played for like a year. We did start our journey with Japan, 9/25. That is pretty shortly after release. We have beaten 22.5% of governors beneath the hooves of our cavalry. Cool. I don't know exactly what that means. Is that like 1/5 of the fights we take, we win? Or is that more like 1/5 of the fights we use cavalry? I don't know. Let's keep going. On 12/14/2018, we fought for 22 hours. I'm going to put a card up in the top for whatever video I released around that time, or for whatever video I was doing on that day. I would be shocked if this was anything other than War with Marvel. 22 hours had to have been War with Marvel, right? Had to have been. P.S. I miss the folks at Marvel. We should play. We had fun. Let's catch up. Anyways, Guerrilla Warrior. We joined 100 battles, earning great glory. So 22 hours of play, 100 battles? I don't know. It seems like a light number of battles for the number of hours we were online, but we were doing a lot of organizing back in the day. Let's keep going. We killed 30,387 barbarian armies and lost 451 times, giving us the title of Tadpole, the noble warrior Tadpole. Known for its ferocity, for sure. You've laid siege to barbed forts with the help of your ally Luigi Vampa. 170 out of 170 times we got victories together. I literally just did a barbed fort with Luigi like 30 seconds ago before hitting record, which is hilarious. He was in Legion, and when I left Kingdom 51 and I came to Kingdom 39, I did not go through a big recruit effort to try to pull a bunch of people with me, because I felt like that would not be fair to all, the folks who decided to stay in the kingdom. So he did come though without my asking, and he's still we're like jamming forts, having a grand old time. All right, 37,933,000 soldiers have been repelled by you in the brutal war. You've ground your enemies to dust in 1,568 victories, putting 41.2% of governors to shame. Shame is a word I kind of avoid in life in general. But I think the idea here is that we've done a fair amount of winning. I wonder if this war that they're describing is that 22-hour war that I was in? Couldn't be, right? What is that referring to? Anyways, 10 million soldiers were severely wounded, but their names were forever etched in history. My reputation? Godlike strategist. All right. I feel like that's a superlative I probably can't choose because, that's, I don't know. I'm no deity. You gathered resources 16,165 times, a total of 7,400 million almost resources, more than 85.21% of governors. That sounds about right, earning us the title of Green Thumb. 6.9 million troops put their lives on the line for me. 13 million and a half were injured, better than just under 50% of governors. Does that mean I've had more troops injured than other governors? Cavalry is my favorite. 10% of governors is cavalry crazed. So, yeah, we're cav crazed. That definitely sounds right. These days, I would say infantry are my favorite, even though archers are the hotness, and I have an archer civilization. Infantry are my favorite. You never go to battle unprepared, naturally. Treasure of the King is your favorite bundle to purchase. True, we bought that bundle a bunch, maxing out El Cid. And stable economy is our motto. I wonder what that means, stable economy. We're just buying all the time? Is that what that means? On the 9th of September of 2019, we were in Brotherhood Tigers EU. Now, this was when we were in KVK, battling on the front line with King of Armenia in this alliance, Brotherhood Tigers EU. And it's a primarily German alliance. We were sort of holding down the line when everybody had gone to bed. While we were there, as comrades in arms in the past 0 days. Yes, we had just joined. You have earned 2.8 million contribution points, helping your allies with research and construction. Yes, 79,999 times. We've pushed help a lot. We've pushed help a lot. When your allies think of you, they think Pyrrhic victory. I'll be honest, I have no clue what that word means. Okay, so Pyrrhic means, it's an adjective, a victory won at too great a cost to have been worthwhile to the victor. A victory at too great a cost to have been worthwhile for the victor. How's it even pronounced? How do you pronounce this? I think it's Pyrrhic? Pyrrhic victory. There we go. Pyrrhic victory. That SAT word that I never learned, apparently. So, when they think of me, they think, now that's a person who's going to spend way more than it's worth to win. I guess that's not the worst. To be known for winning. I would say our KVKs have not been that at all, so I don't know how that's measured exactly. You never seem to be in Rise of Kingdoms at the same time as your allies. Perhaps you enjoy having the world to yourself. Pretty sure that's because we were in Tigers at the time and we couldn't even get 30 helps because they're all asleep. In the past year, you sent 1,172 mail to 2,390 people. And Sisette was her closest confidant. Now, let's talk about this for a second. So this, I believe, is actually a relative. I think it's a relative of Luigi Vampa. It's a relative of Luigi Vampa who does more fort rallies with me than anyone else I've played with, even after we switched kingdoms. And only recently did he join Tigers. And Sisette was really low power, started playing the game way late, and joined our kingdom, and really wanted to be in Legion and to play with us. And sometimes we had space and sometimes we didn't. So, he and I chatted a fair amount. I'm shocked that he was my closest confidant because I've chatted with a lot of people, a lot. But he was a very, very chill person. The 30 letters you exchanged were testaments to your profound friendship. Oh, so he and I exchanged letters 30 times. There you go. A lot of messages back and forth. You also like to chat with Anima Knight. Now, this is a player. Okay. So let's travel back in time. Anima Knight was one of the original officers of Legion. Before I even joined, I'm pretty sure Anima was like one of the top players in Legion. And by top, we mean from a leadership standpoint, was offering leadership. And he and I chatted so much around the Marvel Wars. It was really unbelievable, at least the first time around for the Marvel Wars. So the two of us must share some common interests, right? Yeah, we spent a lot of time at war. As a distinguished VIP 15 governor, your city hall reached 25, better than 99.93% of all governors. Wow. All right. This is no mere title. Rather, it is a testament to your might. In the past year, you acquired, that's right, you're reading that correctly, 3,576,860 gems. That is a lot of gems. I wonder if that includes gem tokens as well. It probably does. You fought in Ark of Osiris battles 14 times, 12 of those for glorious victory, leaving 18.91 standing in your shadow. Should that be inverse? It must be impossible for 81% of people to have a better record than 12 and 4 out of 14. Anyways, Battlefield Commander. That's the title. Continuing forward, we get to choose our superlative. Green Thumb was tempting. Stable Economy is kind of interesting. Pyrrhic Victory actually wins at a cost greater than it's worth. Might not be the worst. We'll go with Battlefield Commander. We're going to stick with that superlative. I don't know how long that stays there, if that changes at some point. But there you go. There you go. Now, this data was captured as of September 9th, 2019. We've got our superlative. It's been a heck of a year. Thank you, Rise of Kingdoms, for making this year really crazy and insane. Let's go look at King of Armenia's stats and do a little bit of comparison. Let's do a little bit of comparison here, and we'll flash some of these up on the screen as we go. Okay, first screen we're going to look at. King of Armenia started with Rome on, interesting, the 16th of September. So he's been playing the game longer than I have. I guess I knew that. He started in a lower number kingdom than I did. Was it maybe Kingdom 36? Something like that. He's played for 1,977 hours. So compared to us, I think that's less. I'm going to pull up my stats right now at the same time so I can keep track here. Yeah, we've played almost 50% more than him. We've got almost 3,000 hours played. His longest day was 15 hours, but he battled 474 times on that day, which, yeah, that sounds about right. All right, King of Armenia has killed 7,500 barbarian armies, which... So he's not so into barbarians, but he has done, he has done 447 forts, and those were with the help of an ally whose name is not listed, which is kind of interesting. He did these with somebody, a lot with that one person. Holy jeez. Okay, so he was in Brotherhood Tigers with me at the same time. He was there at the same time as me. And let's see here. He's helped 56,000 times. Got the same title as I did, but really earned it there. Pyrrhic Victory. Winning battles at a cost greater than what they're worth. That sounds like a thing current King of Armenia might do on principle. It'd be like, I'm winning here, and you're just going to deal with it. Let's see. In the past year, he sent mail to 392 mails to 890 people. The most with Yuan Ru. So this is way less mail than I've sent. But he had more exchanges with this individual, 33 letters. He likes to chat with Ain's own goal the most, which, that does not surprise me. They were in a kingdom together and have been migrating from place to place. Let's see here. He's gathered resources 6,500 times. So this is a lot less than I have, but still pretty impressive for 3.5 billion resources and more than 68% of governors. So still doing gathering. That said, he's put 28.5 million troops on the line. So he's done, more than 4 times as many troops as I have. Yep, that sounds right. More than doubled the injured, which actually is still only more injured troops than 65.5-ish% of governors. So some people have had more injured troops. That's insane. He's also cavalry crazed. That does not surprise me. War Machine is his favorite bundle, and that also I find completely unsurprising. The last screen we're going to look at is the screen with Wealth of Nations. King of Armenia, oh my God, has acquired 28.6 million gems. So I did 3.5 million. 28.6 million gems. What do you spend your gems on? Good Lord, that's insane. Your city hall reached level 25 better than 99.96% of governors. I was 99.93. King of Armenia has fought an arc 17 times and had 14 wins compared to my 14 times and 12 wins. So I think, let's see here. Really, I think this number should be inverted. It's 12, only 12.85% of players have more wins than King of Armenia, I think is what that means. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. Well, hopefully, my friends, you have enjoyed this cruise through our first year in Rise of Kingdoms. We're obsessed with this game. We've got a lot more Rise of Kingdoms in our future. That's for sure. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Let me know what your craziest superlative was, what your craziest statistic was down below. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.